Anime's back, baby.
It is.
We've taken a bit of hiatus.
It's back and it's over?
Weird how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've all been patiently waiting for this episode.
Yeah.
So let's we're back from the holidays. We took our breaks. We refreshed ourselves. We watched some anime.
We didn't watch JoJo.
No, because JoJo turns out is going on for a while.
It's going to be like 30-something episodes.
And so we decided next week we will catch up on JoJo because the other anime we were watching have come to a close.
Yeah.
And that is Goblin Slayer and Quadruple S Gridman.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe where we left off, we had 2 episodes left of Goblin Slayer and the finale of Gridman.
Yep.
Let's start with Goblin Slayer.
So when we last left our hero,
Yeah.
he noticed a whole buttload of footprints outside the farmland.
Yeah.
Right.
Where's homegirl is.
Where his homegirl is. And so he's like, well, shit. There's a goblin horde led by a goblin lord who's gonna fuck shit up, right? And he runs into town, pretty much begging heroes from the guild to help. They're all like, nah, fuck that, you're a loner, you don't help anybody else, you're selfish, whatever. But then through plot and the offer of 1 gold piece per goblin head,
yes,
they get a crew together.
Yeah.
They get all the offshoot characters. They get Guts and the other guy from Berserk.
They got Guts.
They got Saber.
Yeah, they got Saber. They got Lancer.
They got the witch from Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown.
They got the Amazon from Dragon's Crown.
They got the Amazon. Where was she? Was she introduced earlier, or is she just a brand new character? I feel like she's brand new.
I feel like she's been in the background somewhere.
Okay, but yeah, she's doing stuff, and in true Goblin Slayer fashion, they set up a trap.
Yeah,
and this is probably, other than the water scroll, this is probably the most exciting scene or episode in Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
But also they end it in true disappointment Goblin Slayer fashion.
Yeah.
Right? They do a lot of cool strategies. They got those spike traps.
Yeah.
Guts just fucking clear cuts a Goblin champion.
Yeah.
And they're doing all kinds of crazy shit. But when it comes to Goblin Slayer facing the Goblin Lord, he's all like, the Goblin Lord's like, oh, as long as I live, I can go back to my castle and like redo this,
reproduce with the slaves I have,
and we can start again.
Yeah,
right. And basically, the Goblin Slayer comes out. He's like, "Bitch, I killed your home," and he's like, "No!" And they start fighting. But the thing is like after watching all the crazy, amazing action of everybody else, Goblin Slayer fucking sucks at fighting. Like, he's absolute trash.
Well, I think this whole series has proved that he can't fight. He's the Goblin Trapper.
Yeah, he's not a slayer. He's a trapper. He's the Goblin Trapper. And in true anticlimactic fashion, he does. He takes a bunch of needless hits.
Yeah. And
then he gets White Mage Girl to use 2 barriers to trap the Goblin Lord between the two. And just like while he's trapped, just like kind of like a fucking squirrel in a cage, just slit his throat. Like,
yeah,
it's so boring.
Oh yeah,
it's so boring.
Yeah,
this whole episode. The thing is
these whole 2 episodes.
Right? Yeah. So they defeat the Goblin Lord. They go back to the guild. He learns the power of friendship, and now he's like, I want to be an adventurer, not just like goblins.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my helmet off.
Not show the audience my face, but it turns out I'm a good-looking Bishonen boy.
Yeah,
with the deep, gruff voice of a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
And that's how it ends, like really anticlimactically. But the thing is with this show that really pisses me off is that it has really amazing world building, where it offers so many questions if you look a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, if Goblin Slayer and the rest of these homeboys are just silver, what the fuck are golds doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out that the 3 legendary girls in that story are real.
Yeah.
And they actually did save the world.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
What other monsters are there in this world?
Yeah.
Like, Goblin Slayer seems like an insane D&D world. But they don't do anything with it, at least within this season. I haven't read the manga. Apparently, there's going to be a 2nd season.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It teases you and gives you more questions and more questions and more questions, but it never answers.
Yeah.
And all the shit they show you with the Goblin Slayer is mediocre to boring.
Yeah.
And it's not a good show.
Yeah.
Apparently you said we're on the minority of this.
Yeah,
You
I feel like a
feel?
lot of people generally enjoyed it. Not gonna say love it, but they enjoyed it. They thought it had something there. And I don't know. I just don't understand the love for this, or not love, but the appreciation for this show. I'll say.
I don't know what there is to appreciate.
I don't know.
Like, what do you appreciate with that?
I don't know, man.
Just mediocre storytelling? Like they threw all their eggs in the first episode,
Yeah.
and they're like, check it out, goblins can rape.
Yeah.
And they actually made rape boring. Like
Yeah.
it's a show that made rape boring.
Mm.
That's insane. That's
Mhm.
that's insanity.
Mm.
That I can go up to you and be like, "Oh, it's just another elf girl being forced to breed." Like
Mhm.
that's a fucked up sentence.
Yeah. But it's like every second episode.
Every
That's what they
second
did.
episode is like, "Oh, another elf girl," because they're like the sign of fertility, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it's just them being banged. Like it's
Yeah.
just like, wow, this is fucking boring.
Yep.
All the gore doesn't really add anything.
Yep.
Like it's a lot of blood, but
Uh-huh.
no, it's weird. It's a lot of blood, but no actual violence.
Huh. Huh.
Like if you kind of catch my drift.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like when I describe JoJo or describe like that new manga I've been reading, Kengan Asura, like there's violence in that show, and it's like
Absolutely.
repercussions to your actions. Where in
Absolutely.
Goblin Slayer, it's just like, oh, I got fucking home run swung into a ceiling through a stone pillar, and then I just used heal.
Absolutely.
It's like, well, what?
No, I get you.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel this show's fucking boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what people see in it past the first episode.
Yeah.
It's just not good. It's not good.
Yeah. I think I mostly echo your statements. I did not enjoy it. So in the last episode, you do realize the 3 legendary girls were real.
Yeah.
And they did their own shit, and you
Mhm.
realize, oh, they're the main heroes of the story.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is just a side story of what happened in this town. I'm like, I like that idea. I really enjoy the concept of that. It's like when you're playing an RPG and you're going down to little towns, and in every town you help a town with a problem, and then
Yeah,
you move
yeah.
on. But it's like, what if you want to know what they did that whole time? And it's
Mhm.
like, that's a really cool idea just to see their little story. Unfortunately, the story told here just wasn't worth listening
Yeah.
to. And I guess in many ways, well, that's the whole point. I don't know if that's a valid excuse for this show,
Mhm.
but I think the idea is cool.
The other thing is like it said the Goblin Slayer will return.
Oh, he will.
Right? The Goblin Slayer. So
Oh,
that
yes.
makes me think that if it was a side story thing,
Yeah.
maybe that's a cooler idea. But it makes me think that it's just going to be more of the Goblin Slayer,
Hmm.
right? And I don't know if I want more of that. I don't know if I want more of trapping, right?
Yeah.
It's not as cool as it is as mental gymnastics. It's also not exciting to visually watch.
Yeah.
Like when they smoked out that whole demon camp, right? They used barrier and then everyone suffocated on poison gas or whatever. Like that was a cool idea, but it wasn't fun to look at,
Mm.
right? Like and a lot of the things with anime is that you want to look at some wild shit.
Yeah.
Like why would I would just read a book at that point if
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear about someone who's the smartest trapper of them all.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why anime has that bullshit where it's just like, oh yes, even though I am doing this mental gymnastics, it's the most ridiculous mental gymnastics. Like the air shifted when you hid behind the chair or some bullshit, right?
Fair enough.
That's just my opinion.
All right.
Goblin Slayer is not good. Don't watch it.
No, it's not. Don't watch it.
It's not worth it.
It's not cool. They don't explain his red eye.
Yeah, they don't. He's just got fire eye.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was the thing that pissed me off the most.
Yeah, again, more secrets.
Yeah.
Stuff that seems very interesting, and they don't do anything with it.
I just wanted to see him bang the guild lady. That didn't happen.
I want to see him bang the farm lady.
More of a guild lady.
Okay. No, like I personally also, yeah, like guild lady's more my style, but I feel like they have a closer connection.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I don't want to see him do anything with the white mage. Like that's just creepy.
But he already slept with her.
No, they slept. They didn't make a connection.
Well, you don't know what she did while he was sleeping.
True facts. He did get a rise, let's say, because he resurrected. Get it?
They had to be naked.
They had to be naked together.
Mm.
their warm bodies
Mm.
up pressed against each other.
Yeah.
She slowly felt the scars on his back.
Only a virgin can do it.
Just a virgin. Woo!
All right, that's enough about Goblin Slayer. I'm sick.
Of Goblin Slayer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
fuck
more.
that show.
No more.
That show sucks.
All right, SSSS Gridman's final episode.
Oh my god. This is how you do a final episode. My dude. Go.
So,
Tell me.
first of all, I gotta say, if you've listened to our podcast, you'll listen to our awards. And I guess I wasn't under the impression that Anthony had not seen the finale.
Yeah.
And I have. That's why I pushed so hard for it.
I had not seen the finale.
Yes. The finale is incredible. It basically starts out, Akane Shinjo becomes a kaiju.
Yeah.
She becomes the kaiju. And while that happens, Gridman has to go around and gather everyone else because they're all in different parts of the world.
All of his Tomodachi.
Yeah, because they're different parts of the cities for different reasons. And in the meantime, our boy Auntie has to go and defend the city while...
Yeah, and save Akane.
Yeah, while they go run around getting people. So, I forget his name, but we'll just say Gridman in Boy's body.
Yeah.
Goes and gets Akane like a badass, just flying on a jet.
Grid Knight.
Yeah, and then
That was his name.
Yeah, gets her, goes to the hospital, gets Glasses Boy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Utsumi?
Utsumi, I think.
Is it? Yeah. And they have to talk about the whole like he does nothing. It's like, no, you're part of the group. Power of friendship. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah. Also, that whole conversation, he does nothing.
Yeah. But you were the glue.
Yeah.
You
held us together.
You held us together. You told us to keep the Gridman Alliance alive.
By letting us kick you in the shins.
Yeah. You brought a commonality with all of us.
Exactly.
So they go back. At this point, Grid Knight is able to pull Shinjo from her kaiju form.
Yep.
And Shinjo's just like relieved and also just like, man, what the fuck is going on? And just when you think things are all great, boom, he is murdered.
Dude, he gets wrecked.
He gets backstabbed.
Literally. This show, I love the pacing of this show.
Yeah.
Because it is so quick. Not only in visual styles, not only in cuts, but also in story beats. Everything is consistently fast.
Yeah. The show does this, like, the number one thing I like about the storytelling of the show is they add in all these really deliberate pauses where there's just nothing happening on the screen. Like, no animation, no nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just still.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and then it just hits you hard. So he gets backstabbed by what's his face? Alexis.
Yeah, Alexis.
And Alexis is like, oh, sorry. I finally killed him for you.
Yeah, my bad.
My bad. Woo! Woo, no problem. Anyways, Shinjo, let's try this again. This time I'm gonna take you into me. I'll become the kaiju.
We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. And he does it.
Yeah, he becomes giant.
Yeah, and he becomes a god. In the meantime, Gridman has gathered all his compadres, and now that they've really fully established the power of friendship, everyone gets the...
I forget what they call it, but it's basically a Digivice.
It's the Morpher.
Yeah, they get a Morpher.
Yeah, and they all do the Access Flash. And then
it allows all their souls to be one.
Yeah, and then what happens is you'll see a cut to somebody who we presumed was dead.
Auntie.
And
he was looking pretty dead.
And he has one.
He was looking pretty fucking dead.
And he just like blood burps out.
Yeah.
Access Flash, and
I thought it was gonna be extra tragic.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna say Access Flash, and he just doesn't make it.
Yeah, but he makes it.
He makes it.
And what this does is when it combines all the spirits, Gridman peels off all that weird extra techie detail, and he becomes the original Gridman.
Yeah.
Original Gridman.
Tokusatsu ass Gridman.
Yeah, the original theme song comes back, and he is the hyper agent that we all know and love.
Well, I didn't know or love him.
Oh, I always loved him.
So.
It was great. And he does and then in classic Trigger fashion, they throw in some wild animation, some wild fight scenes, to beat Alexis.
Trap him in a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. You learn about his repair beam and everything, and how it does it. The fight's pretty cool.
He heals him to death.
Yes.
That's basically what happens.
He heals him. He heals her heart. He heals Shinjo's heart within him.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
Yeah, and
it's so busted.
Oh, it is the most busted.
It's so busted.
And they win. And then at the end of the day, Akane Shinjo is going through her mental process.
Yeah.
She's literally in a metaphor.
Yeah, literally in a metaphor.
Yeah.
Like, she's holding the door.
Yeah.
Like, just go.
She's in like that clouded fair room with just a door and she's holding the handle.
Yeah.
And they're like, you just gotta come.
Just go.
Come to the other side.
Just do it.
You can
Take
do
that
this.
step.
You can do it.
The first step is the hardest.
Yeah. And she opens the door. She's having one little last one-on-one with Rika.
Yeah.
And they're talking about stuff. And Rika's all like, listen, I'm your friend. I'm here to support you. I can do whatever you want. Or not whatever you want, but I can be there with you. We can be strong together.
Mm-hmm.
We can live our best lives.
Yeah.
And Akana's like, okay, yeah, I gotta do this. They show the box of her stuff.
Yeah, and the fucking box has her glasses on it, and it says fragile.
Yeah.
Like, the symbolism.
Yeah.
Please.
And she's like, I can do this. And then you just quick cut away, quick cut back. She's gone.
Yeah, she's literally a god. She wasn't fucking around.
Yeah, she's gone. All her stuff is gone.
Yeah.
And it's just Rika in the room.
Yeah.
Gridman and all his compadres say goodbye. And they're like, listen, Hibiki will wake up. Take care of him.
Yeah, he's not gonna remember shit.
Yeah, but don't worry, he'll remember you, especially you, Rika, because his feelings were strong.
Yeah, he'll remember you, baby.
He'll definitely remember you.
Those thighs.
Them thighs, yeah. He'll remember thighs, the anime. Yeah.
And it's a definitive end.
It is an end. Gridman's like, I'm off to the next place I gotta be.
Mm-hmm. I think my favorite thing about the ending of this show was, like you said, the scenes of still silence.
Yeah.
Right? And in this case, it wasn't still silence. It was still... It was life, but it was mundane.
Yeah.
Right? They went from 12 episodes of just all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Right? Just explosions, people being stabbed, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
To just, here's a shot of the street and people just talking about school.
Yeah.
Or here's just a shot of the apartment complex and Hibiki's parents coming back.
Yeah.
Right? Or here's just a shot of the school and people in class. Like
yeah.
Like that, the juxtaposition between the insanity that just happened and the fact that now
it's all normal.
It's normal. Like, they know that gods exist.
Yeah.
They know that monsters exist. At least the two of them do.
Yeah.
But the thing is they have no choice. Like, they aren't gods. They
Yeah.
can't choose what life they live. They can't choose. They just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And now they have to go back to this mundane way of living.
Yeah.
And, like, that's so good. It's,
Yeah.
like, such a good ending.
Yeah. We also get some cute little tidbits. You find out that Antu was saved.
Yeah.
By another kaiju.
By the other kaiju, yeah.
And the other kaiju, they cut out and you see it's a giant turtle. And you're like, oh, that's Gamera.
It's
Gamora.
Gamora.
And then Auntie's band-aid falls off his eye.
Yeah.
And his one eye's blue now.
Yeah.
And not red.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then it just ends there.
And the thing with Trigger is, like, we'll probably never get another one.
Yeah, it's done.
Like, the only show I think we're getting another one of from Trigger is Little Witch, right? Like, I think Little Witch is gonna go have a season 2.
I think so.
Yeah.
At least another OVA or something. A movie, yeah.
But the thing is like, Trigger loves ending shit.
Yes, and I love that. They have the definitive ends. Like, there's always potential for more, but they're like, nah.
Yeah, they're like, nah.
Why bother?
Like, even Kizaniver.
Yeah.
Right? Like, definitive end.
Yeah. Why not? There is one final scene.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where she gets...
what the fuck?
She got next level.
Yeah, go.
So, it's done all the fun little epilogue stuff, but then it just cuts to a girl's bedroom, and I mean a real life...
Like, live action.
Yeah. And you see the phone case holder that Rika gave to Akane there.
Yeah.
And there's a girl rolling around under the sheets, like,
Mm-hmm.
just waking up.
Yeah.
And that's when you realize that's fucking Akane in the real world. And she just gets up as if she's about to start her day.
Yeah.
And face the world.
Like, that whole thing was a dream.
Yeah, and then it just logo in, quadruple S Gridman, and you're done.
I want that as like a wallpaper. I want that as like a phone wallpaper.
Like, what an ending.
That's amazing. That's so good.
Yeah. First time I saw that, I was like, holy cow. Yeah.
What a show. Like, that's a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, the difference between this and Goblin Slayer is night and fucking day.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's fun, though. Like, I do like that ending because it is even though we have our opinions, it's definitely up for interpretation how you want to perceive it.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like it has a definitive end, like you can say what a story is, but also there's some shit in there where you're like, well, what does this portion of it like mean?
What does it mean? Like, was this whole thing real?
Yeah.
You know, like, or is the real world, like, are we gods?
Yeah.
Is it according to this? Like, where did Gridman go then if that's
Like
the case?
like technically, like you could take it even more pretentious and you can be like authors are the gods of their own universe,
Yeah,
right?
you could. And they say some interesting things too, like when Gridman sheds off his skin and he has his original look, Alexis actually says how that's a very nostalgic look.
Yeah.
Almost as if to reference like, oh, back to your old ways. And it's like, well,
like we knew each other.
Yeah, if that's the case, but this was a dream, then what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, is it a sequel?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. It's a lot of like very open-ended questions, but they're the kind that like you don't need the answers to.
But it's fun to think about.
Yeah, it contributes to a great ending.
That's a great fucking show.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I was into it.
That's a good show. Listen, if you don't like Tokusatsu, A, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But B, also, the show's amazing.
It is. It is. It is. Definitely recommend. And sadly, that's it for that.
Yeah.
We will continue Anime Club with JoJo.
Yeah.
Against my discretion.
You let me pick, my boy.
My God.
Should have put a limit on it.
Fuck. I feel like I have to find a secondary now.
No, we do. We got to find a second show. It can't just be the JoJo show. We got to find something else.
Okay.
Like this season just ended. Like you can pick shit now that you know. Like you can find out what's good, what's bad. Like you can pick shit.
Well, the thing is, like a lot of shows don't actually start until this week anyway.
What, for new season?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying even last season. Like if you want to go back and like pick like Bunny Girl Senpai or some shit.
That's true. I want to do something new.
Okay. I don't even know what the season's about. I gotta check out what the new shit is this season.
Same. I'll take a look.
Any chart.
Okay. Well, until then, we'll come back with a decision, and we hope you stick around for more Anime Club.
See you later.